Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Hating on me, don't stop shit. Only help a real nigga cause. Hood legend on some Pac shit. Manifested till I'm living lost. Highballing cause the sky falling. I'ma catch a little piece though. I ain't worried about your little bitch. No, she easy as a free throw. She wanna hold me like ransom. Just cause I'm young and I'm handsome. Tell all these niggas to have a seat. I know that they cannot stand them. Burn it and roll me another one. I do whatever I feel like. I remember when we dreamed about it. Woke up this morning, it's real life. Trade the whip, trade the currency. Moving like it's an emergency.
Wait, I'm coming. I'm here. Dream Nation, thanks for waiting on me. It's been a minute. A lot of things going on, but this is going to be a very special video. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, do so now. A few weeks ago, I put a poll up and I asked some of my followers. Basically, I wanted to know where can I provide value for you guys? And a lot of you guys wanted to know some of the tricks and stuff that I use on Instagram. And I'm going to show and share that with you guys now. So before we get into that though, like this video, thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't, and let's get to it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk you guys through my process. We're just gonna get into it. It's not gonna be scripted. This is for you guys. I'm gonna walk you through how I post, right? So I'll show you some of the examples of pictures that I've taken recently. This amazing picture right here, right? You know, I'm just aware of composition and lines. So I always try to make sure I center things where I need to. I try to provide different angles. Let's go to a different picture. But a lot of times I'll take a picture like this on an angle. You'll be amazed that little slight twist provides a lot of character to your picture. Like, it just changes the whole picture. Anyway, so yeah, so just be aware of your composition. And so what I do is I'll take a picture, and let's go to my camera. I'll take a picture of my phone, right? And immediately it goes to my saved photos. The first thing I do is I go to this app called Visco. You guys should download it. You see right here, I have all my pictures that I've used in my stories saved. You can see there's a lot of different pictures here, right? What I did was, and I'll take a normal picture, one that isn't edited yet. So this picture here, you notice plain blue sky. In Visco, you can tap on this arrow right down in the right, this arrow that's kind of going in circles, and that's where my preset filter is. So I'll just tap on that and tap the picture again, and it's there. You might not see the change, it's very little. I don't add much color to my pictures, but it's there. And then what I like to do in all my pictures, I go over and I add some grain to kind of give it like a vintage look. And I will add some vignette, a little bit, usually about 5. And then I'll add a fade. This really gives it that kind of aged look. And you won't notice it there that much, and I save it, right? I know it's kind of simple, but I've done that with all my pictures, you know? And once it's saved, I usually go right to my Instagram, and we're gonna actually post something. I'm gonna go to my business page, because I don't wanna really post it on my story. And I'll post it. This is it right here. And then, bam, you have your photo. Some cool tricks. It's funny, but a lot of people don't really know how to add music to your Instagram stories. The easiest way right here, if you have it available, find it there by just scrolling up. Scroll it up, add music. And what I do is I'll add, let's say, I love Logic, so I've been listening to him lately. So I kind of start with that, right? I make sure that's 0. I always start myself at 0 because you'll notice when you're adding different stories and you want to keep the same music, timing is everything, right? Timing is everything. So I always start at 0 with this first song. This is kind of my intro to the day. And I usually like to just keep it simple. Keep it simple. I would either do that or put how many degrees it is, and I kind of line it up like that. So I'll post that. And then if I do something else, for instance, let's say I went to Luna Pizza, right? Which I did do the other day, and I posted this already. I'll continue that, but then I will add the second song. I'll add the song, but have it continuously playing, and you don't hear that gap, right? So let's go back to Logic, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So remember when I told you timing is everything? So I noticed that I have my stories set on 15 seconds. So each story is 15 seconds. So if I have the music playing for 15 seconds, it ends at 15, right? Well, Instagram is weird because it'll end at 15, so you'll think you'll start at 16. Not really. There's a small delay, right, when you post. So I learned that you have to go back to 15, but the beginning of 15. And that's the trick. So you kind of just move it over. You see where it's 14 and the first, as soon as it moves over to 15, you stop it there. That's where you post it at. And you notice when you post it, there's no delay. Let me stop it there. And what I do here, since I want you guys to know where I'm at, so I've already painted the picture that it's 80 degrees outside. I want you guys to know what I'm actually doing now, and which in this scene I'm just grabbing lunch. So I kind of want to show that I'm grabbing lunch. I don't want to put lyrics or the album cover there. So what I like to do sometimes, I like to hide the music but still have it play, and I'm gonna show you how I do that now. So it's playing. What you do is all you gotta do is just zoom. Let me turn this down. All you gotta do is take this album and you kind of swipe. You kind of just like put your fingers together and pinch it. Keep pinching it. You see it keeps getting smaller and smaller. Keep pinching. I don't even know where it went. Over here. Keep pinching it. Pinching it. And it still plays. See? It goes right over. So there's no gap. It's pretty smooth. Basically, if you look at my story from yesterday, let's take a look. This is actually the pizza I had at Luna. I had 2 chains playing. I like to throw polls up. And you'll see I have a poll up. And, because I like your feedback. I like to create engagement, interacting with you guys. So occasionally I'll throw a poll up. So I would recommend use polls. If you guys want to know how I did that, kind of like that border around my poll, I'm going to show you guys that next. And I use borders for everything. Mostly polls. But let's do one here. So you go and pick your poll. Well, actually what I do is you go up to the font, and it kind of tricked me because Instagram changed their font recently, their font patterns and stuff. So you hit the dash a few times, and I've done it so many times I know how many dashes. I think it's 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should do it. Yeah, there you go. See, you already have your border right here. You create your border first. You can change the color of your border. But basically, I usually always put my poll in the center because you want everybody to be able to tap it and slide your whatever it is you're gonna put there. But if you put it in the corner, you risk people clicking onto the next story by accident, or if you put it over here, you risk people clicking back. So I always keep mine in the center, and you either put it in the center of your profile. But I try not to block what I want you guys to see, so I'll pick it in the area that's kind of blank, so you don't really miss out. So I'll put this, right? And all you do is squeeze again. So I'm just squeezing. You can make anything big or large. You squeeze or pinch. You just slide it down the middle right there. Right? Right there. And that's how you do your borders. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And you add it, and it works. And when you're posting and you're adding to your stories, you don't want to do too much because you're going to get yourself frustrated. So that's why I have my preset filters in VSCO. And, you know, I usually keep it simple. I don't even usually talk. A lot of people like, well, I don't like sharing stories 'cause I don't know what to say. Or you don't have to say much. Add some music. People love music. But like here, what you see the Hawaiian pizza. And I just say it, Hawaiian pizza times chicken bacon ranch. That's it. You know, and that's enough. You know, I try to keep it simple. And then the next screen, I said I was at Henry Park. Henry Park is a park in my town. And that's it. I keep it really simple. I feel like when you do less on Instagram sometimes, when it comes to like words and stuff like that, it's better for the person. The person's more engaged. They don't want to be overwhelmed with a lot of stuff because stories are quick. They got to see it, move on. See it, move on. I always love adding videos every now and then because pictures, again, can get boring. Like the key to my stories is I try to keep it interesting. So I mix up the type of content. I guess, you know, another thing, I do a lot of tricks. So this might have to be another video, but another trick that I do in a lot of my stories is I blur pictures out and I put font over it. Kind of so it sticks out. And I do it here and I do it again here, right? So another app you're gonna look to download is, there's two apps actually. Facetune. So I have two, Facetune 1 and Facetune 2. And this is actually a picture I posted earlier. And this is really simple. So let's go pull up our picture that we want to blur. All right, so you have your picture in Facetune. I think when I downloaded this app, I think it was free. I think you might have to pay $2 for it. But again, this is the cost, you know, to set yourself apart, to make your stories different. So yeah, blurring the picture. So I go to defocus, and you can choose either defocus it. I use that sometimes, but when I want to blur a picture, just use blur. So you kind of just swivel back and forth like such, right? You kind of do that. You kind of make sure you do it all over the picture or all over the areas that you need blurred. Just kind of swipe. And you'll notice you'll start to see it blur. It's like magic. I don't know. I love this technology. It's amazing. And so you notice the picture's blurred. And the way to check it's right here at the bottom. You can't really see. Well, at the bottom here, on the right side, there's a circle with two squares in the middle. You tap that, you can see what it was originally. Right there, boom. Blur, original, blur, original, blur. So all you gotta do is check that at the top, and you go and save it to your camera roll. There you go, and you post it. When I post something, you always should mention it in your story. It's kind of like unspoken thing, but you should always post it in your story. You can do that. The easiest way to do it is you just go right to the picture and add it to your story. Cool. So if you look at my story that I posted today, I have new posts, right? But you notice here, you can tap anywhere and the post will bring you right to your picture, right? But you're like, wait, Corey, that isn't like a normal story, right? It's blurred. How did you do that? How did you get the picture from your page blurred and then it still brings you to the actual picture that's unblurred? Well, I'm gonna show you guys that now. But I like to kind of be discreet. When I post something in my story, I don't want you to see exactly what it is in my story because what is the incentive for you to go look at it on my page and like it? I want you guys to know that I now have 8,000 views on this YouTube page, right? And I want to shout this picture out like I did in my story. I will go add it, but then I will go back to my photos and remember in Facetune how I showed you guys how to blur the picture? Because I want to be discreet. I don't want to show you exactly what I posted. I want you guys to figure it out when you go to my page. I will blur the picture, or I used to shade my pictures. I blur it so you can tell it's a picture, but you don't know exactly what it is. Perfect. So I would just hold it down, copy it. You go directly to your Instagram, and it should come up as an add a sticker, right? And you see it one way, you can click on that and it comes up. Or another hack is you can just go to your font and click paste. That brings it back. You adjust it. Voila. Now people see it, they don't know what to do, so a lot of times I'll just go tap anywhere or tap here. Tap here, or yeah, just keep it tap here. Sometimes it can get a little frustrating when you're trying to add font. Instagram doesn't do a good job at distinguishing layers. So you add your font on your top layer, sometimes it will hide itself underneath the middle layer. To get around that annoyance, you have your picture, you put new picture, new post, right? You can put that anywhere you want. Tap here, right? Tap here. So essentially we're adding our font first to the picture. Right, new post, tap here. It's nice and centered in the middle. All you do is to save it. So when you go back to your actual post that you want to, that you want people to like, you add that, and then you go back to your photos and you copy the new one that you just saved. All right, isn't that it? That's it, guys. We did it. See, you just gotta be patient. You gotta think on the toes, man. So if you guys don't understand, you could probably rewind this. All you do is you create your font first. You get your font set up the way you want, right? Then all you gotta do is save that. Don't post it. Save it to your photos after your font, and everything that you want to add to that is there, so you don't have to worry about it. Then you go to your post, and then you copy and paste it. The font's there, perfect. You post it, and then you just go back, and I'm gonna view it from my business profile so you can see how it looks and see that it works. You should always check it too. See, that's the one I did earlier. It's the one we did now. You tap it, brings you right to the post. It works. We figured it out. There's another app that I use, and we're not gonna get into too much detail, but you guys should look into this app for videos. It's called Unfold, and that's cool. Unfold is a great app to use, so I urge you guys to download that, and that way you guys can do stuff like this with your videos, right? You get videos like that. We're not gonna get into it now. You guys gotta stay tuned, because there's probably another 20 minutes on adding different videos and YouTube videos to your story without having that verified account or whatever it is. You can add really cool videos to your story, but that's another video. I know this is kind of all over the place. I really wanted to connect with you guys and give back to my Instagram followers, because a lot of my followers on Instagram also are subscribed to my YouTube, and I figured, hey, let's give you guys some gems, because you guys watch me pretty much every day. Anyways, this is it. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Hating on me, don't stop shit. Only help a real nigga cause. Hood legend on some pop shit. Manifested till I'm living lost.